Y'all, look at this. Hello you guys, so I am back. I'm gonna start cooking dinner. It is, I don't know what time, maybe like 4:15, 4:20, something like that. I'll put the real time on the screen, maybe. But anyway, I'm about to start cooking right now, so I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of what I'm about to do. Okay, so I'm getting the water ready for either the mashed potatoes or the macaroni and cheese, and I got another pot over here for the same. Right here I have my pan to put my macaroni and cheese in, and I already cut up my potatoes. I just left them in sitting water so they wouldn't turn brown until I was ready to cook them. So I'm gonna look and see how much I cut before. I think I'm gonna put the potatoes in this pan, in this pot. Put the potatoes in this pot, even though I don't think it's really big enough, but we'll see. And then I'll put the mac and cheese in this pot. And yes, my hands are clean, y'all. Don't do no dirty cooking. Now I may have to, I'm probably going to have to pour out some of this water that's in here. But I think the potatoes will be good as long as I pour out some of this water, which I am going to do. So let me do that real quick because it's right at the top. Okay, so now the potatoes are good. Just gonna turn the eye on. Bit of salt in here. Okay, that's all I'm gonna put in there. But I'm gonna do that for those. Mix them up real quick. Get me a spoon. Just make sure it's mixed up real good, so salt gets on equal parts. Probably have to cook this about 20 or 30 minutes so that the potatoes can get good and soft. Then we will add the other stuff to them. My mac and cheese ready. Well, my noodles. Mac and cheese. And I use Mueller's, or that's what I bought this time because I shopped at Publix and not Walmart. It's something in the blue box that I normally get for elbow noodles. 9 times out of 10. Borelli's, I think, but I can't 100% call it because I just can't. So wash off the spoon for the mac and cheese. Stir that around a little bit. I actually could have used a smaller pan. Well, no, because once the macaroni and cheese, y'all, once it cooks for 10 minutes, it's gonna get bigger, and so fill this pan. So, or pot. Why do I keep saying pan? It's not a pan, it's a pot. Anyway, so putting some salt in there, kind of turning that around. Not too much salt, but just a little bit so it can cook. And because in the macaroni and cheese, once it goes into the pan, it is going to get more salt and pepper in it, guys, and so I don't want to add a whole lot here. Y'all get what I'm saying? And y'all probably saw my Thanksgiving video. If you haven't, go back and watch that, where I cooked Thanksgiving dinner, and I have a whole thing about that as well, a whole video about that, so go back and watch that. My nieces came to see us. That was a good time. So yeah, so that's what I have for my macaroni and cheese right now, is just the noodles. They are cooking. the potatoes are cooking. When they go to cooking a little bit more, I will come right back. Mashed potatoes and gravy, you guys, I have not cooked in a long time, but my husband requested it for this Father's Day, so I'm making it happen. But it's really simple if you think about it. It's just the potatoes with salt while they're cooking. Then you take them off, you drain them, you mash them up, you put some butter in them, you put some heavy cream in them, chives if you want them in them, salt and pepper, butter if I didn't already say that. And that's pretty much it. It's not much that goes into mashed potatoes. And then he wanted gravy. I am not making homemade gravy. I bought some McCormick's gravy. Don't judge me. Also, guys, which I forgot to tell y'all, is you want to make sure that you go ahead and cut up the butter for both the mac and cheese and, well, let me say this. Sometimes for the mashed potatoes and gravy, they will melt the butter. I'm not gonna do that. So just make sure that you guys are cutting up the butter in little pats or little slices of butter, so that when you get ready to put them in your dishes, they're already cut up. So just a little tip, pro tip there. So now I'm gonna make the chicken. Okay, so I'm just probably gonna line this pan with aluminum foil, because it's less cleanup when you do it that way. And I'm not really trying to do a whole bunch of cleaning up. Then I'm gonna take my chicken, put it over in the sink, cut the fat off and all that, and then pop it in the oven for about 30 minutes to cook. That way it can just start doing what it's gonna do. Little pan, I'm gonna put chicken in, chicken soup in it too. Potatoes are boiling, y'all. Mac and cheese is boiling. The 2 things of butter out from, I can't believe it's not butter, Publix brand potatoes. Reynolds wrap, aluminum foil actually. Comment down below if y'all have heard that it's really called aluminium. Where does it say it at? It just says foil, aluminum. No, it says aluminum on here, not aluminium. I saw on a video to where it said aluminium foil. So maybe in the country where she was from, because she was from London, on a, I forget his name, but he's a comedian. I'll put it down below if I remember. But yeah, so everything's going. I put my oven on 380 because I do plan on putting my mac and cheese in there as well. So yeah, so I'm gonna quit talking, get the stuff done, get it put in here, and y'all will see in a minute. Powder, garlic powder, probably gonna have to grab some more of that. It's not focusing. And Lowry's. I'm gonna do a little, I put a little bit of water down here at the bottom. And I always like to season the bottom of it too, because sometimes you don't flip that over and it doesn't get seasoned. So I want to definitely do that. And I'm gonna try to hurry up and do this chicken real quick while the potatoes and such are cooking, because they are almost done actually. So I like cut all this fat off of here. y'all, I'm gonna just put a little bit of parsley on the chicken for color. Noodles are done. Y'all, look at this. I'm gonna leave it all on there. We'll see how it turns out. I never put this much parsley on there, but the damn top is off. So we'll see. Wash my hands. So I touched that chicken a little bit. Put a little bit of olive oil on it too, y'all. And y'all, since there's so much parsley on here, I am gonna add a little bit of Tony Chachere's, just because I'm gonna try to offset that flavor. I'm gonna drain the noodles and everything like that. But let me go ahead and cover the chicken. Cannot believe I did that, but we'll see how it turns out, y'all. It can't be too bad. The way people cook with parsley, we'll see. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and cook the mac and cheese. If y'all, I'm not gonna show this because if y'all have seen my Thanksgiving video, y'all know how I cook my mac and cheese. So So in this, guys, we are going to add butter. 2, 3, 4. I'm really not measuring it necessarily. I am just going to add it until my heart is content. And I'm going to stir it around and see what it looks like. See if it has enough butter to my liking. And I don't think so. So I'm going to pour a little bit. I'm going to put the rest of this butter in there. And I told you guys to have it cut in pats because it does make it a little bit easier to put in there. And I had it softening up, so it is still a little bit easier to put in there. And then you don't necessarily want to use a fork, but if you have a potato masher, which I believe I do, but I don't know where it is, so I'm not going to worry about getting it. But I'm going to mash these potatoes up like so. Add a little bit of milk to them as well. I think it has enough butter in them for now. Just a little bit, because we don't really even drink this kind of milk these days anyway. But I bought that kind, so that's what I'm using. And see, they're already beginning to become fluffy and everything, so that's a good sign. And I tasted a little bit of them, so I do want to add a little bit more salt to them. My chicken is ready, well, ready for me to add other to it. Add a little bit of cream, a little bit more salt, because I tasted it, like I said, and it needs a little bit of salt. I'm going to add some pepper as well. That looks yummy, y'all. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And that's all the liquids I'm going to add, because that's enough, as y'all can tell. Looks like little clouds. Got a couple hard potatoes in there. They're not hard, but they're just not mashed. Look like little clouds, y'all.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, do you want garlic butter or butter mashed potatoes?
Garlic butter.
Do you mind chives in it, or you want to wait and put your chives in after?
Whatever you want to do.
Okay. All right. Love you.